It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Underway with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Snags it over the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Simon. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive line to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He's looking to pass. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. adjust, take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Rousseau. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. On the move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the 1st down.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. From the gun to give, looking for room. Still running at the 35. There he goes! And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Touchdown Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up 14 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Grabbed over the middle. It's working. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's reeled in. It's worthy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rousseau. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled. Second and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a third and long situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. field on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Smashes ahead. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The quick out. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give him the lead.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Bland. He breaks a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Skinner. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On the run, it's Simon. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Second down, he'll throw it. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. Turning it on. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? 1st down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now the play fake. Big fella moving. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
South Carolina.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Worthy. Pulled down for the tackle. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Rousseau. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. With the catch, it's Lamb. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Rousseau. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Got it behind the lines. It's out. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. used the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing Woodhead.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Longhorn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Leaves it with the running back. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Clark. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got room to work. Just plowing ahead.
And that was the biggest play of the game. Got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Give to the running back. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Pace, 27, jump!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense a third down stop.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute.
Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Wants to keep it in the air. Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the heat gets home, and down goes the quarterback. There are penalty markers on the field, but I think it's against the offense. Great place to start for this offense.
Base 27, jump.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Back to pass. Why not trying to get it in? And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Worthy. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under could have been worse. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire.
trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.